Alright, shalom brothers. It's another edifying video for the elect of Israel, not for everybody. Right? Prophesy to the wind if nobody cares, nobody wants to listen. Alright? But wake up to our tribes of Israel, so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Alright, all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son. If I didn't say that already. Yahweh, for who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai, for who the world ignorantly calls Christ. Alright. Alright. So I wanna go darn hiccups. I wanna take the liberty of labeling off these tribes. Listing off these tribes. Judah, the head tribe, so-called Negroes, African Americans, Benjamin, West Indies, Jamaica, the Belize, Levi, Haitian, Simeon, Dominican Republic, Zebulun, Guatemala, Panama, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cubans, North American Indians, Gad, Reuben, Seminole Indians, Naphtali, Argentina and Chile, Asher, Colombia, the Uruguay, Issachar, Mexicans. Alright? These are all so-called because Proverbs 12, Deuteronomy 28, verse, I think it's 37, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, that goes into the whole fact that, you know, our people, you know, were given bywords, and, you know, Proverbs, Deuteronomy 28 verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. Okay, so our people, these names, they're proverbs and bywords, man. Nigga, spick, wetbacks, all that stuff, man. It's proverbs and bywords. If they can break your spirit, man, like they, you know, because they have, the so-called white man, they have broken a lot of our people's spirit. That's why that's another reason why most of them don't care. Alright? Because they broke their spirit, man. They broke their spirit to the point where you try to tell them that they not so-called African American. They not a so-called wetback. They not nothing, you know, in contrary to what they say. The so-called white man tell them, spews out his mouth, contrary to the lies that the white man spews out his mouth, the so-called white man. They're everything according to the Bible, man. Alright? They're better, they greater than all the nations, man. But hey, some of them don't want to hear it, and some of them, they spirit is broken, man. They're like, hey, they went to school, man. They ain't seen nothing. Some people really don't see nothing in life. They ain't see no reason for living. Some people, they just, cause you got these people in Babylon that's going through the motions, man. What? Even if you're so-called living, you're not really living, man. These elites, they're living. You're not really living. Okay? You're a slave. You get up early every morning. You go slave for the white man. You know, we've all done it, one point or another. You get up. Well, not everybody. I guess some people on food stamps or whatever. But hey, the case that you get up early, you go slave for this so-called white man, and you come home. Yeah, in between the day and stuff like that, you might have things that you do. You know, you probably go pick up your kids in your new car if you just bought it or whatever. Who knows? But you know, you probably go pick up your kids. You probably take your kids out to dinner. You probably cook for them, maybe. Who knows? But you do, you know, yeah, you got the little things that you do. But it's not really living. I mean, in the kingdom, that'll be living, man. This is slavery. You're not really living. A lot of our people think because they can go to the club and tap an ass or tap some ass or whatever, that's living. Nah, man, you ain't really living, man. If you can't, there should be a list of things that if you can't do, you're not really living, man. If you're not free to do that stuff and you don't got the funds to do that, you're not really living, man. You just going through the motions. Work, home, work, home. In between that, you do the things that you need to do if you got kids or family. You got some friends, you might hang out, go drink some Bud Light, but that's not living. That's fucking killing yourself. Drinking and doing all that's not living, man. And that's not living righteously, but that's still not living, man. Right? Okay, so the real Jews are in mourning, man. Revelations 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation, talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, the true Jews, and poverty, because we're suffering, we're in poverty, we're poor, not the so-called, not the fake Jews, over there in Jerusalem, the Khazarian, or anywhere else that they're over here too. They're not in poverty, but thou art rich. So, the most Savior is saying, our poverty and tribulation and stuff we going through, but we rich, man, rich in the spirit, man. If you follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, and you storing up your treasures in heaven, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, even though ultimately the 2/3 will still be like, somewhat rich, which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Them Khazarians, man, they say they Jews, but none of the prophecies fit them. They the synagogue of Satan, man, the chief house of Satan, right? They blasphemers, man. Revelation 3 verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Okay? Say they are Jews and are not. Because when confronted, what did they do, man? When you confront them, what did they do, man? They try to scurry off like little mice, man, like little rats, man. They try to scurry off like little rats, man. Okay, that's what they do when you try to confront them. Okay, some of them will be honest and be like, yeah, you right. Most I put a spirit on some of them to do that, but they will lie, man. The real Jews are in mourning, man. Except for the sellouts, man. But the real Jews are in mourning, man. The real Jews don't have it great every day. The real Jews don't. The true Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, man, they don't have it good every day, man. The Most High bless you and you have it somewhat good, but they don't get up to a fresh pot of steamed, healthy collard greens, man. Who knows? Maybe some brothers do it, but still, man. The fact is, we're still. Even if you do, you're still in mourning, man. You're still in captivity. You still got to go to your enemies to purchase that collard green, man. But Jeremiah 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So Judah mourneth, man. The real Jews are in mourning. The gates representing the leadership, no leadership. And when they do get a leader, the leader is always bullshitting. Because most of them in a boule, most of them sold the fuck out. They bullshitting. They ain't bringing up no solutions according to the Bible. What are they doing? Running their mouth, yapping, asking for money just to raise themselves up. But they don't care about the people, man. They BSing. And at the same time, man, I don't care if a leader, I don't care how popular that dude is, man. Because most likely, people only follow these leaders, man, because of their popularity, and because they're a stumbling block of the 2/3. Because freaking, what's his name? I don't even care about that nigga, but that dude, I think he a Hamite, maybe. But he came out, like even if you come out and say and tell the people and be like, you're from the 12 tribes of Israel, you God's chosen people, yada yada yada. The scriptures still stand, man. The elect have obtained it, and the rest were blind. The scriptures still stand. Some of our people, the angel, it's still gonna be that spiritual block they gonna hear it, but they not gonna really hear it. They gonna hear it and not understand it. So it don't matter, man. It don't matter if you wanted to come out and if you wanted to get a speaker that's loud enough where the whole world can hear it, man. If they're not supposed to get it and understand it, they're not gonna get it and understand it. And that's the point that brothers try to bring out, man. You know, yeah, it'll go out quicker because the more people that you can get, the best chance of you reaching the true elect brothers, whoever those brothers may be. But other than that, man, the ones that are not supposed to hear it, they're not gonna hear it. They're not gonna get it. But with that, all glory, honor, and praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and respects to the brothers out there doing this work. That's in destruction to this wicked kingdom. That's in destruction to two-thirds. That's in destruction to the heathens. That's in destruction to them niggas out there doing witchcraft against other brothers, man. With that, shalom.